teach you Employee Central and time off. So first of all, this success factor has been discovered or invented in the year 2001, and then it was later acquired by SAP on 2013. So in the agenda, I'll just tell you what and all I'll be covering. So what is SAP Success Factors? What and all modules are there in Success Factors? About the course, what I'll be covering, what is the duration and everything. And if you have any questions, so you can ask me. So that's the agenda of our session today. So in Employee Central, I'll tell you what is mastery, and then the core HR module, and then time off, I'll tell you. So first of all, who are eligible for these success factors? There is no eligibility, such kind of thing. Anyone can learn success factor and then they can work. But the thing is, those who are working any HR domain, either like recruiters or HR journalists or anything, so it will be an added advantage. That's it. And any other can work, and the people from other domain also can switch into success factor. Because but before that, you need to just learn what is success factor, how to control the system. Okay, any other doubts on this eligibility?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So here there is one a requirement kept mandatory from the success factor, so that you need to be certified. So it's not required like that. If you are certified, it is little costly, approximately 20,000. It will be charged from the success factor. We need to pay to success factor and then write the exam. So if we are certified, so then in the market, so they'll prioritize us who are certified. So then they'll prioritize. And also, if you're not certified, we can work, but inside the company, there are a lot of other certified consultant. We can take their credentials and then we can start working. Okay. So in case if you're trying for the interview, in case they ask, "Are you certified?" You can say, "Yes, I'm certified." So in case once you crack all the interviews and then join the organization, so then I'll help you with the exam. So it will take 1 or 2 days. We can schedule at the night and then we can write the exam. Maybe it will take 1.5 hours, something like that. 70 questions will be there, and up to 70% we need to get qualified for that. Okay, but it's not mandatory. Yeah, if we learn the system and if you have work, so any organization can take us. And also in terms of career growth, I'll tell, in terms of the people who are having experience in between 1 to 2 and 2 to 3, they'll be getting approximately 3 lakh to 5 lakh. And those who are in between 3 to 4 years of experience, they're capable to get in between 7 LP to 10 LP. And those who are in between 5 plus years, like 5 to 7 or 8, they're capable to get in between 15 lakh to 25 lakh, and goes on. So I have seen people with 35 lakh in my experience, with 8.5 years of experience. So success factor is that much capable. So in terms of career growth. Okay. So now I'll tell what is success factor. See, success factor is a separate software tool, and SAP is a separate tool. What happened? Success factor was invented by some other people in 2001, and then it was it was growing rapidly. And then what SAP thought, it's going to boom the market, and then it thought, then it acquired the success factor, and then it become SAP success factors. Okay, so there is some difference. SAP is different. SAP is a on-premise module, and success factor is a cloud. Okay, so SAP, when we are working in an organization, we call SAP. SAP means HCM, Human Capital Management, which we run with the T codes, and success factor we run with the comments. Okay, Any doubts in this on premise or cloud? You are aware, or you want me to elaborate more? Okay, so silent means no doubts. Okay, I'll go ahead.
Yes.
So
Chaitanya, sorry to interrupt you. My mic was not working. So, can you please provide the some in layman terms about the overview about like on-premise and cloud systems?
yeah, sure. Vasant. See, on-premise means which will be handled inside the organization. Let's say if it is an on-premise organization, let's say some X company. So whatever their software they're maintaining for hardware maintenance, for security, everything will be happen inside the company. And then if you go outside, you can't able to access their system. Let's say you're working in a Bangalore and your organization in Bangalore. If you want to access their software tool, you need to go inside and then you need to work. If it is a cloud, I'll try to tell more clear. If if it is an on cloud success factor, let's say I'll tell some examples. Facebook, you don't need to go anywhere, something like that. Success factor means it is a cloud data, everything will be stored in the cloud. You just need one simple internet with some browser. You can directly access with that browser, you'll just log in, and the data will be stored in different data centers. Let's say for us, our is India, so our data everything will get stored in Sydney and Amsterdam. And let's say for other country, USA, and it will be stored in USA, something like that. It's not fixed. I'll provide you the data centers also, what is data center and everything. It means nothing but the data will be stored in the cloud. We'll be working somewhere and the data and everything, configuration, everything will be stored somewhere. That we call it as a cloud, and that is the on premise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chaitanya. Yeah.
So SAP on-premise example, SAP HCM, SAP FICO, all these will comes under on-premise. And on cloud like SuccessFactors, Facebook, LinkedIn, Gmail, everything will come. It is on the another slide. I'll show you. Yeah. And also we call this success factor as a BizX suite. What is this BizX suite? I'll tell you. If it's a BizX suite means business execution suite. The name itself is a self-explanatory. So it is a combination of core HR and talent solutions. So first I'll tell, even we don't know what is core HR and talent solutions. Core means it is the master. It itself will control all the success factor. That is nothing but employee central, which I'm going to teach. I'm going to train you. So this is the module you are going to learn. And talent solutions, the name itself, talent, talent acquiring, like recruiters, like performance and goals. So like this, it's there in the next slide. I'll show you. So including both, we call it as a business execution suite, which called in a short form BizX suite. Okay, and then this SAP offers both standalone solution as well as a hybrid solution. I'll tell you what is standalone and hybrid. Is there anyone knows that what is standalone and hybrid solution? Any guess? Any try from your side? Anyone, please? Okay, cool. I'll tell. See, standalone in the cells, the success factor itself can handle all the requirements of the organization. It means the success factor is enough for all their requirements. Only success factor is enough. So inside, like employee central, recruitment, and performance goals, and everything, everything together we call it as a success factor. That is called standalone. That one is enough. If what is a hybrid, let's say those people who are working in an organization currently, they'll be having idea. Hybrid means we are using success factor, and also they want much more requirements which will not be feasible in success factors. So then they'll go for another software tool, and then they'll use the tool also. Like for example, I'll tell Lena is also a software tool for HR module. So what they'll do for this success factor, they use some requirements, and for other requirements they'll push the data from success factors to Lena other software with some CPI integration tools or some other integration tools. For this purpose they use success factor, and for some other purpose they use that other software tool. Like that it goes on, maybe 3, 5, 10, 20, like that they can use. So this success factor is capable to integrate with any other software tool, very simple. So that's the difference between standalone and hybrid solution. Okay, I'll move on to other solution. So yeah, earlier I said that. So this was invented in 2003, and then later acquired by success factor, acquired by SAP on 2011 with a market and value of 3.4 billion. This is not required for any of you to remember these things, who invented, at what date they have acquired, for how much cost. These and all are not required. No one will ask you in an interview. Okay. So, and this success factor supports nearly 40 languages in 168 countries. And in this short span of time, this success factor has entered these many countries and acquired many companies. Now, and these success factors will be used by small companies and mid-level companies. Say, let's say if their organization have employee size of 1,000 or 10,000 or 50,000, so these kind. So you mean to say only small and mid companies? No, it is supporting large companies also. So if the customer wants this success factor to be in their Chinese language, we can do that configuration. I'll guide you. There are some implementation steps how we need to do everything. And also you don't need to learn Chinese language or Korean language. Okay, I'll tell you how to do that also. I'll show you all the translations part and everything. So you just need to know how we configure the system, how we control the system. We just need to understand, so then we can control the system. I'll just log into the instance and then I'll show you. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. So I have told you SuccessFactor now become the market leader in cloud-based HR business solution. So yeah, Vasant has asked an example what is on-premise and on-cloud. So these are the example, like PayPal, LinkedIn, Office 365. So these are all the examples. And also this SuccessFactor is a software as a service. We call in short form SaaS. It means, let's say in SuccessFactor we are having 7 or 8 modules, and we want only Employee Central, and that is a service based. You don't need to buy this SuccessFactor with market capital by keeping some amount and then you need to buy. It's not like that. So if you want for 1 month, you can buy. It means, it doesn't mean that only for 1 month. So the company will go to SuccessFactor and then they'll subscribe for 1 year or 6 months or 2 years or like that. So it is on subscription based. So that is the reason we call it as a SaaS. So that is the reason why SuccessFactor is going, it's becoming as a market leader, because it will be very low cost. Let's say if the employee size is 100 for one employee, I'm just telling with an example, don't consider these amounts, okay? Just let's say one employee, $10, and there for 1 month it will be $10, 10 into 100 employees. So then for the organization, it will be very simple because the budget will be very low if it is subscription based. So that's the reason we call it as SaaS or low TOC. In the next slide, I'll show you. So this software and customer data is hosted remotely and accessed on demand from any location using unique credentials. So That is what we call it as a data centers. So the Indian people will use DC2 and DC10. This data will get stored, all the configurations and data will be stored here. Any doubts regarding this SaaS model and data centers? I'll try to explain in a better way. Team, anyone has any doubts till here? Okay, considering yes, no. Okay, so what are the advantages of success factors? So let's say if it's a Java or Oracle, so then we want, there will be a lot of cost will be there, like hardware maintenance, security, and everything. So for success factor, it's not required. No hardware maintenance, no nothing. Everything they'll take care of for security, everything. And low total ownership cost. We call it as low TOC. Means because it is a subscription base. At a time, we don't need to pay a bulk amount. So either monthly or yearly or quarterly, half-yearly, so that the customer will pay to success factor, and for them it will be very low. So then that is the reason we call it as low TOC. And licensing model. So if they want to go for success factor, so then they need to get the license, and also from as a consultant, so we need to get the, yeah, sorry, so we need to get the certification. So that's the reason we call it as a licensing model. And regular releases, bug fixes, updates, enhancements. See, for every enhancement, for every quarterly, earlier it is like half yearly. For every six months, we are getting the updates. But now SAP has changed changed that, and then they started releasing the upgrades for every quarterly. So now we are getting for yearly 4 times. So that is that. So bug fixes, in case is there any bugs, so then success factor will check and then it will fix from their side. So it's like in a simple words I can say, let's, if any of the people are using like let's example OnePlus phone, there might be any bugs, yes, and then they'll check from their side and then they'll provide the upgrade. We just need to update and then the latest OS will get updated in the same way. Access from anywhere, you just need an internet any browser with an internet connection, you can. It's not required to install. Let's say if it is an SAP, you just need to install that SAP in your system, and it will take nearly 1 hour, half an hour, or 2 hours. But here, not at all required. Only just a hyperlink. We'll just click on it, access, and then login. That's it. So I have said, it is a BISX model, business execution suite. So here it is core HR. We are going to learn this, and there is a lot of demand only for the employee central. It doesn't mean not for other modules, but most of the companies. Why? Because I'll tell why most of the companies are looking only for employee central. Because recruitment, onboarding, learning, succession, all everything we can do in success factor employee central. So that is the reason there's a lot of demand. And also, if the company itself want more, expecting more, so then we'll go for other modules. They're not happy with the recruitment management in the employee central, so then we'll go for recruitment module also. Also, these and all we call as talent modules, and this is called the core module, core HR, employee central. And like that, recruiting, it deals about how we are recruiting the employee. So this module deals about all this. So we are not going to discuss about this. We are going to learn only the core HR module. And time off will also be a part of employee central. I'm going to teach you. We'll learn that also. Okay. So like that, onboarding, learning, performance and goals, compensation, payroll, workforce analytics, workforce planning, social collaboration. So these are all the modules. And you don't need to remember how many modules are there. No one will ask you. If you're becoming as an employee central consultant, so you will become the consultant. So we are all the consultants. So first we'll become associate consultant or junior consultant, and then consultant, senior consultant, and then project manager, lead, and then solution architect. So that is how our levels will go on. Okay. Any doubts till here? Friends, make this session as interactive. See, if you have any doubts, if you keep in with you, no use. If it is small doubt also, don't think about others. See, it's your life. If you have any doubts, you need to put here and then you need to get it solved. Any doubts, friends?
No.
Yeah. So business execution should same core HR module, employee central. So under talent solution, recruitment management, performance management, compensation. So I'll just brief you what is recruitment management and everything. So it deals about employee recruitment, and performance management deals about PMGM, performance management and goals management. Goals management. It deals about the appraisal and everything, and compensation in terms of pay related. So it deals the compensation, and LMS, learning management system. So the name itself is a self-explanatory. I don't need to explain more. So succession and CDP, and then recruiting same. Just mistakenly I kept one more time. Onboarding and HR analytics. So workforce analytics and planning. So HR analytics, it means that it comes under reporting part, and also a little about the workforce planning also will be there. And then social collaboration, it is called jam. In simple way, just to understand you, Facebook, how we are using, it can be used by anyone, Facebook. And let's say LinkedIn, only the professional people who are working, they'll use the LinkedIn. In the same way, jam only for success factor people. I hope it's clear. Let me move into the next slide. So these are all the modules we already discussed. So this is the system architecture. Here we'll be having two things. One is provisioning and instance. So provisioning, we call it as backend of the success factor, and this is called the front end. I'll show you how to log in into the system. What is instance? What is provisioning? Might you'll not be having any idea. So once you see, you'll get some idea. I'll show you that also. So this instance, the front end, will be who and all will be working here. All the consultants, partners, and then admin people and end user people. All these people will be working in the instance here. See, friends, if any of you don't know like who are admins and who are end users, if you have any doubts also, don't feel it is a small. Put here, I'll guide you. And then provisioning, it is called the backend. And so whatever we are configuring here, all this will come from here. So let's say language packs activation. The customer wants only 5 languages. First, we'll check mark it in the provisioning, and then it'll start reflecting over here. If we want to use any of the functionality in the instance, we'll check mark that in the provisioning. And any of the jobs, if you want to run an alerts, it should check on daily basis. So for that, there will be some jobs, not only for alerts, there are much more. Just to integrate success factor with employee central, there are some other jobs which will be in the provisioning. So so like that, provisioning is very important, and it will only be accessible by the certified consultants only. Those who are certified, those people only can access provisioning. Yeah, so that's what, only accessible to PS consultant, professionally certified consultant. So language packs activation, so means what and all languages the customer wants in their tool, HR tool. So we all activate that language activation in provisioning only. So module activation. So if they want only employee central, they can go ahead. It's not required to take all the modules. It's not at all required to install or to implement all this module. Customer want only employee center, they can complete all the requirements in employee center. If they want only this employee center and succession planning, they can. So like that depends on the customer. So here XML, extensive markup language. So there will be some coding. Don't worry. No, I don't know coding and all this. I'll be here to teach you. Only 5 to 10% you will use in your lifetime, I'm saying. In your lifetime. So if you don't want to use XML, you can do the same things in instance also. But for some exceptions are there. From if it is an foundation objects, for sure we don't have a chance. We need to come into XML. We don't need to write a lot of big code and we need to execute like in the Java or Oracle. It's not required at all. So I'll guide you. So only just small change, we just copy paste and then as per our requirement, and then we load the data modules, this XML. I'll show you how to use this XML. It is very simple. I'll be there for you to guide. Till here, any doubts, friends?
No, sir.
No.
Yeah, thank you. So as of now, I'm not having the provisioning access. So just for your reference, I'm showing how the provisioning will look like. So for your reference, I'm showing. So this is the screenshot of the provisioning. So we'll be having the same link. If it is a production, we'll have the performance manager, and if it is preview HCM 44 preview with the provisioning link, we'll get. So this is a sales demo. I'll try to get the provisioning access. So, but this is how it look like. So once you log in into the provisioning, and then you will come into the company's page, and then you can see the company names here, and this is called company name, and this is called the company ID. And like that, if the customer, this is the demo instance. If it is a real time, you will have 3 to 4 company names. One is for the test company and development and production. 3 systems will have. For some customers, we'll have 4 instances: test, development, pre-production and production. 4 instances we'll have. And in the same way, we'll have company name will be same. So we'll just include T, D, T1 like that. And then we can see the expiration date also. So and what all this A, B, C, D. If you're professionally certified consultant and you are handling nearly 10 or 20 customers, so if you want to quickly go into the M name, let's say the customer name is M for what? Some X company on M. If you click on M, and then you will go to that page. So this is what the screen for provision. And once you click on into the particular company, we will go into this page. And company settings, all the company related settings will go into this page, edit home page. And customer instance access. If we want to access into the instance where we will work, we can log in through here also from provisioning. Or else we can directly log in with the hyperlink also. Okay. So these are all the small check marks to activate it in the instance. Let's say mm, language packs activation. I have told you if a customer is expecting this country, Ketala, Basha, something country language are there. If they're expecting this language, so we'll just check mark here, and then it will start reflecting in the instance. So we can use. So legal scan, spell check, live profile. So what and all they want. So we'll just check mark it, and it will start reflecting on the instance. And super admin account creation, everything we will do it here. So and these are also language packs activation only. So that's the brief about the provisioning. So once we start the classes, so I'll just take you deep into the provisioning, the functionalities of the provisioning, how we'll control. So once uh, it takes 2 to 3 months, so then you'll become a pro, and then you can handle the provisioning and instance. So in this employee central, what and all topics I'll be covering is, so employee central overview, and then end user demo of the employee central. Let's say if you are in the implementation project, and then if you want to give a demo of the customer, what is employee central, how the home page will look like, what is styles, what is quick cards, what is custom cards, and everything. So how the tool will look like, how they need to control. So that end user demo you need to give. So I can tell you that how to give that. And provisioning settings, and this end user training also, you need to guide the customers at the time of implementation. Once cut off activities are done, so just you need to guide the customer how to control the system. Like if you take this command, what will happen if you want to do this work, how to do that, everything you need to guide the customer. You people will be doing this. Okay. And then provisioning settings for employee central module, so which you have already seen. So these settings. And don't worry, you don't need to remember this all. I'll guide you how to work in the system. This is a software tool invented by some other people. We didn't invented this. So they created the software, and then they kept some mod KBAs, knowledge-based articles. Everyone will need to read that KBA, learn, develop, test, and then deploy. That is how we work in an IT. No one wants to remember anything. We have KBS. We will learn along with our experience. Experience is master. So once we increase, once we get more experience, so then we'll become champ. So then easy structure and foundation objects. I'll tell what is foundation objects, where we will configure a small XML configuration is required for associations and for the foundation objects. I'll tell you that is very simple. And personal and employment objects, and what is all this, what is MDF objects, and how to set the data model setup. So corporate data model, what is corporate data model, what is this country specific data model, and what is section data model, and all this we are going to discuss from tomorrow onwards class. And then what is associations, propagations, custom MDF objects, business configuration, UI, picklist. So all this we'll be covering on this topic. And what is workflow, business rules, events, event reason derivation rules. And these are all the topics. I'll just share this with you post this session, so you can go through it. And if you have any other doubts, feel free to contact me. So time off and report center, so we'll cover. But as of now we are using report center, but going forward success factor said that we are only having the workforce analytics, but let it be. So we'll, for the time being, we can use report center. And so this course duration is, it's not 60 hours. Approximately I just given you, it may take more or less, depends on you. um, and every weekend we'll be having a class for 2 to 2.5 hours, Saturday Sunday. So the class timings based on all our comfortable, we'll adjust that. So the other support what I can give is 3 months demo instance. I'll give you the demo instance access for 3 months, and all success factor documents and guides I can provide you. And if you're taking any certification, then I'll help you with the dumps also. And if you are planning for certification, I'll guide you for the certification also. And resume preparation and sample resumes, I'll guide you. So what is success factor, what is employee central, we have already discussed. So just a brief. Payroll, okay. And we are not going to I'm not going to teach you the payroll. Yeah. So this is nothing but I have already told now what is SuccessFactor Employee Central. It is an important core cloud-based HR solution, provides complete end-to-end solution from hire to retire. Till the employee joins the organization, from joining to till he retire or till he exists from the organization, all things will be done alone with SAP SuccessFactor Employee Central. That is called SuccessFactor Employee Central. So SuccessFactor Employee Central functionalities I just mentioned provides various functionalities, enable organization to maintain. So if you want to, in an organization, there will be maintaining the records, hiring employees, terminating, transferring, promotions, compensation, employee self service. So all this will be discussing in deep in tomorrow's class. How we'll hire the employee, how we'll terminate the employee, what is the configuration, what is the business rules will write from our side to terminate the employee, what is transfer, how we do it in employee central itself, promotions, compensation, everything. Any doubts still here?
Krishna, what are the comments you used in success factors before it was the
Sorry,
right? Comments,
come again.
comments,
What are the
comments,
comments?
comments. What?
Comments. Yeah, yeah,
Ah,
sure.
yes.
Yeah, yeah, got it. I'll take you to the system. Just give me a minute. Just give me a second. I'll show you that also. Let me find the credentials where I kept. Okay, let me share my screen. Team, can you able to see my screen?
Ah, yes.
You can, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is what the hyperlink. It will look like this. What you need to do, just simply copy paste this. So here itself, you can see the hyperlink. I'll just brief this. PM sales demo. If this is the sales demo, this is the demo instance. That is the reason it is coming demo here. Otherwise, I'll just show you the other also. So this is how this is the production link. If it is a production, you can see it as performance manager. And if it is a test, you will see hcm dot 44 something sapsf.com or you can see, sorry, not this one. Yeah. So you will see preview, hcm.preview.sapsf.com. If it is a provisioning link, so what you need to do if you want to access the same instance, you just need to type /provisioning.login. So if it is broad, and then hcm dot performance manager sap.sf.com, and then provisioning login. You don't need to remember this. So whenever you become a consultant or partner, you will get all the credentials shared by your previous consultant. Okay, don't worry about that. But I'm just guiding you, and then it will show SF part. This is called the company ID. So here in this page, you will see SAP success factor and this theme and everything colors we can configure. I'll guide you how to configure this. That is simple. And if you want to enter a different company, you just need to click on enter a different company. And then what are the company you want to keep? You need to keep that company ID and then click on that next button. So username and password. If you want to use the same in mobile, you can use that also. Activate mobile app. So then you can start using the same in mobile also. So let me log in. So this is the username SF admin. Most probably we'll be having SF admin. We are the admins or EC admin, SF admin. So something like we'll get this. And let me keep the password. So, and then I have entered the password and then click on login. So this is called the instance. So 90 to 80 to 90% we will be working on instance only. Some cases, so we'll use that provisioning. And for provisioning also, this is what the link. I'll just show you provisioning dev. And it's not recommended to open both for you. I'm just showing you. So this is not opening. Yeah, so this is how it will be the provisioning screen. You just need to enter your S user ID. Once you get certification, success factor will assign you with one unique S user ID, or you can log in with your email ID also. Okay, it's not recommended to open both provisioning and instance in the same page or same browser. Okay, so this is called the instance. So this is how our success factor will look like, and this is our profile, and this all I'll be explaining you in your tomorrow classes. So just I'll just show you. So this is how it look like. So now we are calling this as quick actions. So what is this quick actions? It is like a shortcut key. Once if you click on manage my team, it will take to my team. As we are the admins, we will not be having a team. So request time off. So this request, if you click on this request time of quick action, it will directly take to apply for the leave. So earlier, 1 year back, we call it as tiles. It's taking so much of time to load the page. Yeah. So this is how, what kind of leave we want to apply. We'll take that leave, start date, end date. So this page also you will only be configuring. I'll guide you how to configure this. So like that, manage my team, delegate workflows, request time off, recognize. So I'll guide you how to create this kind of quick action also in the next classes. So what is this approvals? We call this as a card. And all this will be called as cards. So we here we will be having three cards, three different types of cards. One for you, one is the approval, and one is for you, and other is organizational updates. Earlier we were not having this. We are having tiles. It will be little big. So 2022 or 21, they changed the page. This is the home page, landing page. And this good afternoon, good morning, good evening, this will dynamically get changed. So we'll only be doing this configuration also. And this home page, everything. All this we will be configuring in the next classes. And this is the admin center page, same like the home page. So intelligence service, and this is called the upgrade center. So what is this upgrade center? Just click on this. So I have told you earlier, success factor earlier we are having half-yearly release, and now they kept it as a quarterly. Um, Sorry, I was telling wrong. It was quarterly, and then they kept it as half-yearly. So for every upgrade, whatever the upgrades we were getting, so we need to come here. We'll be getting notification. Or if you want to filter it module wise, let's say employee central payroll, I'm just, yeah, here employee central. If you click on employee central, all the upgrades will come here. This is important upgrades, and this is the recommended upgrades, optional upgrades. And there are some what SAP has given. If we install this upgrade within 6 months, we need to undo this, otherwise we can't able to do that. So these kind of are there. View recently completed upgrades. So these are all the upgrades. You can see 2016 future enabled, but still it is available. If you want to undo this, if you click on this upgrade will be undo. So like that. So if you want to upgrade, just click on this upgrade, it will get upgrade. So these are the upgrades. So I'll be telling you where we need to check these upgrades, how the functionality will work, everything I'll guide you. So this is the admin center page. So this is how it look like. And these are the all other modules: careers, compensation, development, payroll, performance, reporting. So this is how it will look like. So this is the report center. I'll guide you. So let me show you the employee profile, how it look like. So if you want to search, so this is called the people search box or global people search box. So if you want to find any of the employee, we'll type with their name, we'll get the searches. So this is how the employee's profile will look like. We call it as a people profile also. So here we'll be having sections and subsections. We call it as a portlet. We have some standard and custom portlets also. Let me go slowly. So this is the personal information, which stores the employee's personal information like marital status, name, nationality, and then ID card, Aadhaar, PAN, so any work permit related, and their contact information, biographical information related to their country and everything, their address, dependents, so the payment information, the bank details. So this is the employment information, which stores their hire, hire date, end date, department, the position, what date we have hired the employee, and the job information, job description, employment details, and go on some custom portlets. So you will be going forward, you will create this. I'll guide you how to do this. Yeah, that's it. And let me show how, if you want to change that. I'll show some basic settings. So this is the password, how to change the password. You know this current password and new password. This is the sub tab configuration. So let's say if the customer is Korean, so click on Korean and then switch. So we don't need to learn Korean. Okay. So in at the time of workbook gathering, we'll take whatever they're expecting. So we'll copy paste that. We'll share that workbooks to them. The customer itself will fill these workbooks. So then we'll start configuring that. Okay. So everything started reflecting in Japanese or Korean. I also don't know this Korean. So if you want to change back settings, yeah, in use English US, and then the, so again it will start reflecting in English. So so that's it. So here we can see these many languages are reflecting. Why? Because we have activated these languages in the provisioning. That is the reason it is reflecting. That is how it works. So we'll go through one by one in the next upcoming classes, each and everything, a deep dive. Okay, any other doubts? Okay, I'll show some commands also. So manage configuration. So this is how we take the command. So you don't need to remember codes, something like that. Only commands. So, so manage business configuration. This is one command. So we'll do all the things here. And so if you want to write any business rules, manage. Where is this? Configure business rules. So this is the command. If you want to control something in the requirement, it's not possible with the standard functionalities. We'll come here and then we'll write the rules. This is the business rules page. In the search box, if you want to find any existing, you will find it. Want to create new? Let's see any one rule, business rule. So nothing here. Yeah, so this is business rules will look like. So we'll give some commands and system will check, validate, and then we'll give this kind of output. So I'll tell you, I'll guide you how to do this also. And you can see this green option. It means this rule is assigned and it is working. If it is nothing, so then the rule we haven't assigned. We just created the rule, but it is not working. We didn't assign only. So that's it. If you have any questions, I'll clarify it. Any other doubts, friends?